Namo Buddhaya. In this video, I'm sharing my learnings from Middle Discourses 108, which is Mahapunnama Sutta, the longer discourse on the full moon night. So I have made certain points for this video. So this discourse, the Mahapunnama Sutta, is a profound teaching on the nature of identity. Right? Buddha was talking about the idea of non-self and what basically the components are or the aggregates that make up the human experience. So, and this discourse took place on a beautiful full moon night, and there was a monk who was not able to understand certain aspects of the teaching, and he was asking the series of questions to which Buddha responded. So this sutra comprises of that. So first I will cover the key messages, and then we will talk about the in practical life how to implement. So the core of the sutta revolves around the five aggregates, right? So the five things which basically comprise the various experiences. We mistakenly think that we are the self. We are not the self. There is no self. There are only these aggregates that are arising as per a predefined or on its own, right? So basically we have to free ourselves from this idea that there is a self. I am this idea. I have to uh, come out of. So, what are the five aggregates? First is the form, which is rupa, which is the physical body and the material world. Feeling is vedana. Vedana is a pleasant, unpleasant, and all these sensations. Then there is a perception. Perception is sanna. Sanna is the ability to recognize and they label the things like this feeling, this person, this chair, right? Then volitional formations, which is sankhara. Sankhara is thoughts, habits, and all these mental formations that we have. Then consciousness, which is vinana, the awareness of the various sensory inputs, right? So these are the five aggregates. Then the root of suffering, the upadana, the suffering comes from not having these five things. It comes from clinging to these five things. So this is the subtle difference. Having a particular feeling or a particular disability is not suffering. The very fact that we cling to the feeling that I am nothing, or cling to the feeling that I am always angry, all these clinging things, that causes suffering. If we want to remove the suffering, we have to remove the clinging. As simple as that, right? Third, what is the formula for getting free from this notion of self? Is that we have to understand these aggregates, the nature of these aggregates. What the nature of these aggregates? In three ways. The gratification, that there is the volitional formations within us which think that this particular thing outside, this particular form or this particular substance, like a phone, right, which is like a form, is going to give me pleasure, and that makes us attracted towards that object. Second is that it is impermanent, right? So we don't realize that at the time when we are running towards that object. So that is the danger, is that it is impermanent, it is unreliable, it is bound to change. And then the escape or the freedom is giving up the greed or desire for anything. Giving up the greed or desire for anything is where we become free from the grip of these aggregates and the grip of the that cause the suffering in us. The fourth message is the no self realization. The ultimate insight is to look any part of our experience, our thoughts, past, present, future, all the experiences we have, and realize that these are not me, I am not them, this is not mine. Right? Now, practical tips. I have like five practical tips. The first, so this basically sutta doesn't say that we stop to live. No, it only says is that we live, we do our daily job, we do take care of our family, but we see various things and experiences that arise in our lives. We change our relationship with them, right? We change the way we relate with those experiences, right? So how can we change the way we relate is, no, first we label our experiences. So whenever a particular thing happens or some feeling arises, we label the experience that anger is arising right now, or greed is arising in me. So when we do that, we do not drown in that particular thing. We retain our awareness and we look that at that particular feeling for what it is, right? So that is one thing. Second is we investigate this gratification danger, right? The gratification that pulls us towards a particular object, and the danger that this is totally impermanent, and this will, at the end of the day, it will create a suffering. So we investigate this in our daily life. So when you're thinking of buying a new car or a new phone, something like that, and we just step back and think that this can, basically this is not going to be permanent. Am I attaching my happiness towards this? Will it provide me lasting happiness? Because this is not going to be always, right? We just retain some awareness in our daily life towards this investigation. Then third thing is practicing the non-self with our thoughts. So we generally take our thoughts very personally. So now what we are doing is that we just don't we it's like an analogy of, like, you are the sky and the thoughts are like clouds. The clouds, the come and go, the sky always remains, right? So your awareness is like that of a sky. So we don't stop the clouds from coming. We just are aware that the clouds will come and then they go, right? So I think one of the masters, Shunryu Suzuki or some one of the masters said, no, that let the thoughts come from the front door and let them exit from the back door. Just don't serve them tea. So right, so that is how we have to practice non-self with our thoughts on a daily basis, right? Then thinking of this body as like a rental, like we take a house on rent and we live in that house. Similarly, our consciousness has, for a limited time, chosen this body to live on rent. We have to take care of the house. Similarly, we have to take care of the body, give it proper balanced diet, take all rest, we take a daily bath, do everything, make it, keep it clean, right? But at the same time, beyond our taking reasonable care, there will be wear and tear which we cannot control. So we don't get excessively obsessed with our body. We just take care of that. And the important thing is that till the time our body, our hands, our legs are working, and we can do those things for our practice, which if the body was not there we could not do. For example, walking meditation. If your body was not there, if your legs are paralyzed, you cannot do walking meditation. So till the, or sitting meditation, if your spine is there, is intact, then you can do. Otherwise it will be lying down meditation only. So till the time those things are there, we spend some time doing walking meditation, doing sitting meditation, right? That's it. The body basically supports our practice, right? The purpose of the body is to support our practice, right? Fifth and the last kind of a practical tip is that we always question the I. Who is it? That is, like, for example, you, someone says to you something, you get hurt, then we see who is it that is getting hurt. So over time we realize that there is, like, there's nothing inside. There is this mental construct that I am something, I am at a certain level, that person should, I mean, who is he to kind of advise me? That mental construct is actually harmed. So that mental construct is actually rebelling, right? So we have to just observe what is, getting harmed or hurt, and we just see that this is temporary. Even the negative feelings that arise in us, they also just arise and then they subside, right? So we keep on questioning the I during our day-to-day life, right? So these are some practical tips how we can apply. I hope this video was useful. Do share your comments, your thoughts. You share your thoughts and comments, thoughts and feedback in the comments section. I hope this video was useful, and I'll take up the next sutta in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much.